This is not a sponsored endorsement. And I'm a minute late, very, very sorry. And welcome to the 7th day live feed. That technically should be the 8th day of live feeding, but I think I missed a day due to, well, I didn't feel like doing another live feed. So this is the 7th day, in replace for the 8th day, I guess. But yeah, it seems to be going well. Not as good as I thought it would do, but it's going all right. Nope. I got a few comments already. Hello, Robert. Good morning from the UK. G'day, Troy. Greetings, Matthew. It's a bit chilly here this morning. I've got the heater on. I thought I'd do one at this time of day with a decent amount of notice to see if I could get some people on the flip side rather than really early in the morning here or later in the evening here. So hopefully this suits more people, I guess, at this time of day. Half an hour or an hour chat, depending on how many people we have in the room and how many comments and stuff we have, and whether my kids start screaming for attention, I guess. Max, hi Pete, 1:30 a.m. here in Norway, Pew. Geez, sorry, dude. 1:30 in the morning, jeez. It's 9:30 here at the moment, so it's not so bad. Freezing, I'm absolutely freezing cold. I just took my shoes off so I'd be comfortable and put my feet up on the desk, and now my toes are cold as well. So good morning, world, wherever you are in this great land, or great continent, great world, I guess. What's happening in your part of the world? Where are you from? 7:30 East Coast US. This is good. Oh, 7:30 p.m. That's what I was sort of 7:30, 8ish. I don't know. Time zones suck. When I say good morning, that's not good morning. Well, that is really good morning. Well, it's not good morning. Who knows? I'm still in bed. It's cold here in Melbourne as well. I was still in bed half an hour ago. It's a bloody good place to be, especially after a long week of working. Saturday today here in Brisbane, Australia, so it is my day off. 2 days off, but I'm going to try and get some videos done. Need to reload, no sound. Are you seriously? There's no sound? No, I've got sound. I can see the little sound meters running, so there must be sound. Hide from broadcast, present to everyone, profile, mute. I didn't look very hard at actually trying to do multiple chats within the one chat. Yeah, there is sound, okay. Works fine here. There we go. Must just been Keith that had no sound at the time. So his sound doesn't work. Yeah, I think so. Yes. So what's happening? I got M&Ms. M&Ms peanuts to be exact. Great snack food. Gets stuck in your teeth though. That's a drawback. So it turns out I've got heaps of messages about all these laptop batteries. And I think I'm going to sell half of them. And they're 11.1 volt, 6,000 milliamp hours, and 66 watt hours. And if my maths is correct, that should make them 2,000 milliamp hour cells, which means from the get-go, I'm probably not even going to process them. So I'll have them up for sale in the next couple of days, I reckon. Can you see that? Come on, do an AVE. So the model is AS10D3E, and I'm fairly sure they're out of Acer laptops. And these are all the, as the other day, they're all the purple, Sanyo cells. So I'm going to sell the Sanyo. So if anybody wants them and offers me a reasonable price considering their quality, I mean, if they're 2,000 new, there's a bloody good chance that they're only 1,500 now. But after my last little test, I'm starting to think whether 1,500s are still perfectly usable. Haven't, you know, made a mistake getting rid of all those other cells cheap as chips. Sugar. I really need a kick in the ass this morning. Charging cells takes forever. It always takes forever. Same in Sweden. 1:36 here. I need some sleep. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to move the live feeds around a little bit to suit other people, and I can't do them sort of during the day here because of well, I work for a living. So it makes it a bit hard. 137 in Bosnia. 99% sure they are Sanyo. Oh, I'm pretty sure they are Sanyo too. We got a Mexico. Good day, soul. Do tell, Jenny. I just found a product like Batrium right here in Denmark. Oh, cool. What is it? I think he shipped a couple of the systems to Denmark or somewhere in that region of the world this week or last week. I don't know. All need sleeper here in the EU. Sugar is poison. Rubbish. You've been reading too many books. Bees technically eat sugar all day long and they're still alive. Actually, no, they've only got a 6-week lifespan. You might be onto something. Some say this is poison too, but this is my beer. This is not a sponsored product. They are. I just need more of them. Yeah, I'm almost starting to agree. If the phone beeps, then I can't miss it. I try giving like 12 hours worth of notice to this live feed so other people could sort of plan it a little bit better. We'll see if that works. What do you think about Nissan Leaf cells? I've never really wrote them, sorry. Lithium balance to the DK after. Oh, there we go. Interesting to see some other products that do the same thing, or at least claim to do the same thing. It'd be interesting to see if someone else sent me another product and see if it actually even holds a candle to it. Water is good. Look, water is good. No, I don't drink any water. I think there's water in Coke. The poison is what they replace sugar with. That is a fair call, I reckon. So I just made 2 DIY 12-volt solar panels. They are getting around 15 volt. What would happen if I plug so you probably should grab a camera and record that and upload it to YouTube. You'll make some money. That's going to end badly. I would don't confuse yourself with science. Science isn't even real. Come on. The notice was nice. Finally made it for me. So, oh, there we go. The notice worked for one person. Awesome. Who else? Okay, here's a question. Who else got a notification like 12 hours ago that I was doing a live feed? And did YouTube stop giving me money? I turned that off. Why does it keep turning back on? I've turned that off twice. No, they take too much. The super chat take 60 cents of your $2. If you really want to contribute to the channel, buy a t-shirt or PayPal. It's heaps less fees. if the hoverboard batteries burst into flames, how can you make sure reuse cells won't? I'm guessing hoverboard batteries didn't burst into flames because of the batteries. They burst into flames because of the BMS or the charge controllers. So said some scientists somewhere, and apparently scientists are real. Apparently. The sugar is poison, sun is poison, everything is poison. Some Californian. Yeah, everything's going to kill you. I missed the last few shows. The notice was quite funny, made it. Now my screen is frozen. Not my internet night. Sorry, Keith. Morning from Sydney. In all processing charging cells, have you ever had? No, I have never had a cell explode. And I'm doing maths in my head, and we all know how I hate maths. I would have to be topping 16. I'm trying to calculate all the cells that I've sold. All the cells that have gone through those discharges and charges and whatever else would easily top 12 to 15,000, and I've never had one catch fire, smoke, burn. I've had lots get hot, don't get me wrong. I've had a heap get hot, but you know, I like I've said heaps of times, I lay my hand on it, and if I can feel one cell hotter than the other, actually that's a good test, because I know there's one hot now that I haven't taken out. Grabs the box. And the camera's missing. It must be on charge. Huh. I put the FLIR camera on charge, and now I don't know where I put it. Isn't that nice of me? It's out of reach. I can't reach it. It's behind there. All right, here it is. I had a panic station for a second. I thought I'd misplaced the rotten thing. Rightio, let's do... It takes a minute or so to actually warm up. But I don't use this to check those, but it is a good visual representation because I can take a photo with it. Come on. It's like Windows booting up. I got to open the... Alright, saving image. Play. There you go. You can see one cell, hot cell. And that hot cell is at 65 degrees. So that's about as hot as it really gets. It doesn't get, and I noticed that half an hour ago when I started setting up for the live stream. So it's not horrible. And this time I'm going to put it back into the box so I know where it is. It is very helpful. Should change the memory card out on it too. And while I remember, and why that cell's hot, you can still put your hand on it. It's not horrible. And given it is nice and cool morning here too, so that helps. Open circuit 15 volt underload, it drops, not me. Nah, Jim Jacobs, because no name Chinese fake cells, quite possibly. I got the notification 12 hours ago. I got a thumbnail on my phone. Oh, cool. Okay, so they did let you know. Well, they rip you off that much on Super Chat. Yeah, the Super Chat is 30 cents. They take 30%. I thought it was 40%, but it's 30%. Don't get me wrong. I really appreciate the I really appreciate the donations, but I just think it can be done better, if you know what I mean. PayPal still takes a cut, but if it goes into PayPal, I don't actually draw it out of PayPal. And I use it to buy all the little things in my project, the solder, the things that I can buy online. So it sort of, I never actually see the money, so to speak. And it works really, really well on PayPal for me. I don't actually, and that's a really, really valid point, actually. I don't use any of the PayPal donations for anything other than this project, ever. And I can prove that without any problem. If that was ever a problem, I don't think it ever will be. But I only ever use that money for this project. You know, I've bought T-shirts with it, but I consider that this project. Yeah, so anyway, we digress. Can you make a video of you cutting 118/650 cell open? Go over to Nerdville's channel. He's already done that. He did a bloody good job of it. I don't actually have the tools to cut one open. I don't own a Dremel. What doesn't cause cancer, according to California? Good night from Italy. G'day, Simon. What about the pack that went for a swim? That pack is still running. And it's still in my power. Oh, excuse me. I replaced batteries in 2,000 hoverboards for a client that had them stuck in customs because of the fake batteries. Oh, wow, 2,000 of them. Bad charge controllers in the hoverboards, but the hub motors are really useful. I've heard that. I've heard some people do some cool things with it. Thank you, that's what I thought. What do you do with bad cells? I basically test them, and the ones that test still usable, I try and sell to try and recover some money, which also helps me with almost zero cost for all my cells. Or they go back to the recycling center in which I got them from. If indeed I got them from a recycling center. But I got one recycling center that'll take them all anyway. They don't pay to take them back. I just give them back. I think that's what I thought. Bad cells. So many live streams. I'm sorry, Brad. Dispose of bad cells at the nearest e-waste location. Yep, 65. Call the fire. It's not. I've still got it in my hand. 65 is not horrible. What type of device can automatically switch power at the same time of day? Peak power. You can use what's the program I use to switch my power automatically? This is only on my PIP inverter. I'm not using it at the moment because I've got to reload my computer. Solar Patrol has got a built-in timer that will actually switch from grid back to off-grid, so to speak. Grid to battery and back again. And that works really well. Well, it works really well until it starts crashing, and then you've got to reload your computer to fix it because I don't actually know how to fix it. As a side note, we're talking about the lower quality cells just a minute ago. Pack 5 is still doing okay. Now, I don't think for a second it's going to do okay long term, but it's not the lowest cell. 31 is the lowest cell, so that's down here. So this cell here, and I can't point to it, but that's the lowest cell, and that's with a 2,400 watt load because I think somebody's using a dryer. So that's 47 amps coming out of the batteries at the moment. And it's morning, so there's going to be something going into the batteries as well from the solar panels. Yeah, so pack 5, cell 5 is still working, which is kind of embarrassing because I thought it would have caught fire and burnt to the ground by now. Can you dispose of bad cells at the same place, Patrick? Yes, a lot of the times I can, Max. Right now I've got 9,502 watts being produced on my roof. That is pretty cool. You must have a lot of hot chicks on push bikes. I did not get noticed before. Oh, that's disappointing. Maybe go back to my homepage and tick that little bell underneath the subscribe thing, and that might get you notifications. You could take donations from Bitcoin. That means 100% of the donations. No, I don't know where my Bitcoin wallet is, even though there's quite a bit of Bitcoin in it. I haven't chased it up. I know it's in a computer over on the floor, but I don't know which computer over there on the floor. Red pack. Yeah, Simon, that's what I just went through. The red pack is pack 5, which is just here, and it is still going well. There are transaction fees with Bitcoins too. There certainly is. Where did you take all the laptop batteries on the desk? In Italy, it's hard to find them. They're just packed. And again, I'm pointing to the floor like you can see it. They're just packed all on the floor nice and neatly. I've got a video planned for today. And the video will basically be processing several thousand cells. So yeah, I'm just trying to set up for that video. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish it today or not. It should be okay. I'm trying to get together the video to do an entire overview of the entire project. So I'm trying to get there's a lot of videos I did in the early days that aren't good enough quality video. So I'm trying to remake a lot of the videos from the early days with higher quality, so I can I want to make a 9-minute video from go to woe of my project, which is taking some time. It seems like most of the fires I have seen were out of pouch cells. That is very true, and unfortunately people get a lot of people get a little bit concerned. Hey, look at that one, that's got rust on the bottom of it. A little bit confused with Alien 650s between lithium pouch batteries, and then they think they're the same thing, whereas they're not. These are much safer. Don't get me wrong, these are inherently safer, but they're not safe, I guess you'd say. They're still dangerous to a certain degree. Use caution. David Bold, caught you live, yay. Welcome. Have you used TP4056 charging modules? I have 20 TP4056s somewhere in my van that I can't find. I bought 20 of them in a pack, and I can't find the rotten things anywhere. So I actually just joined all these together and then hooked them into my iMacs, and I just charged like 30 at a time or whatever that is. It takes a lot longer, but it's good for bump charging and stuff like that, the really low cells. So I completely finished testing those 110 cells from that big live video, the big video I did the other day. And there was only 11 good cells, 11 out of 100 that were usable. Technically, we never see anything live. That's a good point. ICC, yep, ICC is not a bad software suite as well. It is paid though, you got to pay for it, which is not really a problem. It's only like 20 bucks Australian, I think, so it's pretty cheap. Still no contact or pricing from Batrium. Pricing all over the website, Old Time Engineer. Have you had a look? I thought you'd bought something already from them, and you were asking for technical support. Remembering, Batrium is a one-man show. There's no sales team. There's no anything. So Jaron does everything himself, and he's a busy, busy man. So maybe he overlooked it. Maybe it went to spam. I don't know. I'm not making excuses. But looking for somewhere else isn't going to hurt either. I mean, there's ask me what specific questions and stuff. I mean, all the pricing is absolutely publicly listed on his website, so pricing shouldn't be a problem. He doesn't give anybody any discounts and stuff like that. All the pricing's the one price. So having trouble getting hold of them. I'm normally at least a day behind here in the UK. Mr. Big, Old Time Engineer, I'm having trouble getting hold of them too. Mr. Big, private message me your name and I will pass it along to Jaron via phone, text message, and I will get him to personally look today. Actually, I think he's at a wedding this weekend. And some days he also gets 100 emails a day, which doesn't help much either. What would be the best way to put a battery pack for a 24-volt amp hour? I don't know. Someone else could definitely help you out with that. Finally got to another one. Welcome, Fernando. Danny, an EV charging company just put a charging station 4 kilometers from a house along with 400 pieces of 200. Now my 380. 400 solar panels. Wow. That'd be pretty cool. Old-time engineer. I use 30 TP45A6s now. Cool. They do work really well. I don't like all the wiring and stuff you have to do, unless you do like a big board. How long would you better run a house before needing to replace the 18650s? I estimate that my pack, and I maintain my pack because I constantly look at it and I check it, and currently I don't have much space, so I'm updating. Like if I look at this is my television. I have another screen set up with this all day long. But if I look at that and I see one cell is dropping more than all the rest under, say, 3.6 volts, and it starts dropping heavily, I'm replacing all those cells probably monthly. I go through and do that. And so I'm building the quality of my pack up at the moment. I reckon if I get 5 years out of it, I'll be happy. Getting more than that is a definite bonus. An absolute bonus. M&Ms are the best. I don't disagree. Mr. M, an old-time engineer, email me at admin at what is it? DIY Power. I've got so many websites, I've got to remember which one to type. And I will personally get a hold of Jaron and get him to reply. Or at least put a tick against your name so I can see it. What inverter would I need with 5 kilowatt of panels with 10 kilowatt battery pack in Australia? Can you recommend a brand? Ian, I like my PIP inverter. Serves a purpose in this world. It's cheap and cheerful, but and I'm choking again. But it no longer fulfills my needs, and I'm choking, sorry. Yeah, it no longer fills my needs. And the fact that 4,000 watts is just not enough power considering how many batteries I have. But it's always cheaper to conserve than create. So if I cut some more power down, it would work better. I.e., if I stopped using the dryer right now to dry my kids' clothes rather than hanging them up because I want to do a live feed, I could save some power and wouldn't need that much energy. How long would you be able to run a house before? There we go. Solar seems very small. I have been asking to get the prices from them. All the prices, old-time engineer, all the prices are on the website. What pricing do you need to ask for that's not on the website publicly available? I'm also having M&Ms. M&Ms are the best. M&Ms rock, but I'm trying to lose some weight. I've lost like 5 kilos or something. I'm trying to lose some weight because I got this tummy thing happening because I'm 44 years old and I'm getting old. And I've got some really good news, but I'm not allowed to share it with you yet. It's really good family news. How can I keep my 2 solar panels clean? Because I can't climb on the roof every week because I have to remove part of the roof to get on it. Why would you clean them every week? If you put them on the recommended angle, every time it rains, they'll clean. Or you can get them, there's a micro coating you can put on them that cleans them all off. Jay, who just put together a 20K 18650 buy, helped a lot of people. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Greetings from the Netherlands. How do you go about getting cells or laptop batteries from a recycling center? I don't think they want to resell them. Jake, Scott, I'm having a lot of trouble lately. I'm relying on I'm relying on a lot of you guys actually to get me leads and stuff. I get people ring me up every few weeks and say, I've got a whole heap of cells here. Do you want them? And I say, yes, please. I basically buy every single one that someone offers me. And then if, like I bought a whole heap of laptop batteries some time ago, drill batteries and stuff a long time ago. And I just can't be bothered processing them. They're so hard. So I got rid of them. But yeah. You are old, I know, right? That's shocking. Get another PIP 4048 that can be used in parallel, giving 8. Yeah, Mr. Big, I did consider getting another PIP 4048, and I asked Peggy for a little bit of help. But yeah, I won't be going another. I won't be going another PIP unless I get a sweet deal on it. Unfortunately, the amount of what do you call it? The amount of traffic I've pushed to MPP Solar is absolutely astounding. The amount of units that have been sold because of me, and I asked for something nice, and they really didn't reply. So it doesn't matter. I just get back, and I don't know if I have covered this. Batrium might be too expensive to ship to USA. Are there any other BMS? Yeah, shipping is quite expensive to the USA, but unfortunately, shipping from the USA to Australia is the same. So, I don't know what it is. You get it from China for $1. From China to here for like $1 or $2 for a $1 item, and if you send that $1 item back under warranty, it costs you more than $25. The Maverick Spawn. I try to make your solar system using micro. No, I don't need micro inverters because I don't convert mine to grid tie. Mine are all off grid. Are you still thinking about making an electric bike? Because I'm using one of the hoverboard hub motors. We'll take pictures when I'm done and put them on the forum and keep the cost under. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes, I am wanting to make an electric bike, but the motor and controller are going to cost me over $2,000. So that's a lot of coin at the moment for me. So I'm just collecting parts, and I'll just let it sit. It'll be one of those projects that might take, a year to sort of eventuate. How law works when in your side where you want to go off grid? I don't know. I've never actually gone off grid. I've still got the power connected, so I thought I'd struggle to get unwanted laptop batteries. After ringing around 20 laptop repair shops, I finally have a good few suppliers, getting around 20 packs per week. 20 packs a week is more than enough to get what you need done, I reckon. So we were trying to figure out how many long ones I needed. I had 28 packs. Last I heard, he said I needed 7. Not sure that is correct. You have one for every pack. I have one for every pack because I've got 4 strings. If you make your packs 300 cells by 7, you only need 7. If you make them 150 cells by 7, you need 14, and so on and so forth. It is not rain, and there is a lot of wind that covers them every day. Shit, every day. Oh, okay. But are they on an angle? Because they should be self-cleaning. I haven't cleaned my panels for almost a year. Ty, hi Pete, I ordered a MPP 4048 GE. I let Peggy know the good work you do and promoting them, and linked your HBPowerwall website too. Yeah, they've got all that information. That doesn't matter. Such is life. It doesn't matter. What balance system BMS would you use for a 3S system, 12 volt? It depends on your load, Squirrely, I guess. Also, for the price, is there a postal agreement in any countries to get cheap? I don't know. I'm not a poster. I've said it a lot of times before. I don't post stuff. The electric bike won't be good for your weight loss. No, the electric bike that I would, and I'm not saying I am going to build it, the electric bike that I want to build is a pit bike, like a little Chinese motorbike. If you have a look back at my early videos from back in the day. Now, if you go to my videos and go all the way to the bottom, I really, and this was 10 years ago, but I still love riding my pit bikes now. Except my community here doesn't like seeing about them, so I don't post up when I go riding and stuff like that as much as I used to. Yeah, I got to go at my mountain property on a satellite connection, install security cameras. Hey, old-time engineer, I'll catch you later, mate. I guess I'll bite the bullet and pay the post pricing, whatever it is. Out of a lot of stuff now, though. They got shipment. If you're worried about the shunts come back into stock, I believe. I think they come back into stock yesterday. I'm sure they've come back into stock again. I don't know how many are there, though. I'm keep getting messages from people in here on my private message. I guess I'll bite the bullet. Yep. What was that? Have you tried getting cells from old Dyson vacuums, a handheld? Tassie. I don't think the Dyson vacuum cleaners would die that often, would they? I've got a Dyson handheld vacuum cleaner I've had for years, like the first one that brought out, and it's still going. Yes, I read your question. Would you try and make your solar system using microinverters? No, I answered that question before. No, mine's off-grid, not on-grid. And my on-grid stuff was set up by somebody else, and I'm not touching it for the life of the warranty, which is another 5 or 6 years or something. So that just sits there. I've never touched it. A screwdriver has never even floated past the inverter. What's the longest you can keep 18650 stored at full charge? Any danger if you haven't frequently powered? Any danger if you don't have frequent power? I don't really know, Homer Talk. The interweb says the longer you keep them charged, the faster they degrade or something like that. Certainly with a Nissan Leaf it's the same, but I think it's different technology. But I know if you leave them flat for too long, they do damage to them. Old-time engineer, mine are 4x25, so 100 cells per pack, 4 strings of 7S. Yeah, so you need 14, so you need 28 long ones. So how is the experiment going? The experiment is going terribly. I'll share this again just because I want to have a look myself as well. There's 11 amp draw. The dryer's turned off now by the look of it, and the actual batteries are starting to charge again. But you can't tell pack 5 is lower than any other cell. So experiment is going better than I expected. Pete, you have Longmons on series or parallel packs? I have Longmons on every single cell. So there is 56 cells out there, and 4 in series, 14 in parallel. Does that make sense? I don't know how to say that, but anyway. I've got a Longmon on each 80 cell pack. How many watts are you expecting for your e-bike? A lot, probably in between 2,000 and 4,000 watts on the motor. If not higher, probably even 6,000 watts. I need to be able to do 0 to 110 or 112 kilometers an hour in under 100 meters in under a few seconds. So it needs to be proper strong. Because if I'm going to be competitive riding that bike, I need some serious power. I mean, my pit bike max is at about 20. Oh no, currently it's about 18 horsepower. So I need to match that, if not more. And the batteries need to last. I think with regen, I worked out the batteries will need to last for 12 minutes. The session's 15 minutes long, but with regen, It should get me to 15 minutes, I hope. And the plan is, at least in my head, is to run like a 110 volt idea or something like that, and then have 2 banks of batteries in my bike, so I can actually just put 2 banks of batteries into it, join them together or whatever, and then pull them out, carry them over to my Powerwall, and then plug them into my Powerwall. So 1, they charge up, and 2, they're extra storage when I'm not riding it, because I only ride sort of once every month or so. Where am I up to? My loads, the 12 volt system would be about 40 to 80 amps. I'm looking at about 80 cells per string. That sounds like a fun experiment, fun project, sorry. We're not meant to random pit bike videos. Just have a look at my old ones and watch them once a week. The pit bikes videos are boring though. I don't like riding them. I don't like filming them. My electric bike gets me exercise. I don't like not pedaling. I was thinking about doing with Bruno from Sydney. Power! Bruno, electric bike on YouTube. I was thinking about doing a project with him and my Powerwall, and putting all of my, not all of my packs now obviously, but back in the day, putting a whole heap of packs in the back of like a trailer, and then doing My Wife Made It Back Alive. How'd you go? That sounds very keen. How far was it?
We did about 5K home, 5K set. So we probably did about.
So you walked 10 kilometers.
Basically.
So you're gonna smash. Dinner isn't gonna be a problem for you. You can't complain about doing dinner anymore.
Well,
you don't have to walk anywhere.
We could.
I'm on camera. Come and say goodbye, Mum.
Okay.
No, they can't see you. Come and say hello, Mum.
Yeah, so we probably did 10K. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a good walk.
Pretty good. We got a coffee. We sat down for what? About 10 minutes?
Oh, so you had a sugar break in between.
Yeah. About 10, 15 minutes. We sat down and then...
This is Exercise Freak. This is M&M's and...
Mother.
They can't see you. You got to put your head about here. Say, hello, YouTube. There you go. She's gone now. That's all you get. Oh, we've lost 5 viewers.
Yeah.
We lost 5 viewers. That didn't work very well. Sorry, I neglected you. She is way more important than you, Mob, I promise you. 12 volt system. I'm not mind a random pit bike video. I'm back. Electric bike gets me exercise 40 hours. You said $3,000 for an e-bike, and those Chinese ones are... Yeah, but I don't want a Chinese one. I want one that's actually going to work. My pit bike owes me like $6,000, and you can buy one for $800. eBay 48 volt 500 controller for $2,500. That's a cheap build, man. That's a cheap build, Chris. That's for sure. You need more cells to pack a drawing per cell. Half an amp to an amp. Yeah. What's the best way to test cells? With an IMAX or a Opus discharger. Have you tried phone batteries? No. In time I've thrown an awful lot of phone batteries out, I promise you. And I don't know if I should turn the heater off or take my jumper off, so I'll just take my jumper off and leave the heater on. Where am I up to? I should have highlighted where I was up to. Phone batteries. Oh, yeah. The wisdom is to store below fully charged. Apparently, yes, that is the common consensus. Tell us your history about how I started with solar power. It was 6 years ago when I got solar panels on my roof, and then I got completely obsessed with logging all of my energy usage, and I went from $1,700 in power bills a quarter, so 3 months, and then it dropped to like $800 or $1,000 a quarter. So it dropped by almost half, almost. And then after a year or so doing that, I tried building my own tracking unit. That completely failed. And then my solar guy that did my 6 kilowatt system gave me 4 190 watt panels, gave me 100 meters of 6 millimeter solar cable, gave me a whole heap of MC4 connectors and a really, really old charge controller. And then somebody else gave me a about 40 6-volt like golf cart batteries, and then most I think 12 of them were usable. When I say usable, they still sucked. And then I went from them to lead acid, and then back to another set of gel batteries. And then a mate in Melbourne got lithium polymer, the yellow ones like Jehu had in his car, and let me log in and watch all these statistics and stuff. And I saw the voltage drop and stuff like that. He's got a couple of pip inverters, and like at 8,000 watts, there was, you know, stuff all voltage drop on the batteries. And then I was impressed, and he said, you should do laptop batteries, and then pointed to me a few videos on YouTube. And then I ended up at Jehu's, Renault Super Genius. There's a couple of others out there that were really popular at the time. And I'd already been doing videos on YouTube, so I started doing videos on that, not thinking it would go anywhere. Got completely out of hand, and I ended up doing 10 live feeds in 10 days, being really bored talking to myself, basically. So that's how that happened. Jesu had a Tesla cell charged at 2.4 volts for 3 years, and there's 5% loss. Yeah, but I don't think that's a very scientific approach. I see all of Jehu's videos, like all of us do. It's how that cell was stored, and was it in a temperature controlled environment, or was it freezing one month of the year and then 40 degrees the other? You know, 5% loss is probably just a self-discharge. What is the actual capacity loss of the cell? If you started cycling it and using it again, how fast would it go downhill as compared to a new cell? That's the sort of stuff I don't understand. I'll have to be perfectly honest. Max draw is only max. I have 500 watt inverter, which would be 0.5 max. Okay, so that's not so bad. Actually, a lot less. Hi, Andy. Watch video, electric pit bike over 120 kilometers an hour. I've Googled every single electric pit bike video out there. I've added them all to my YouTube, my Facebook too, so I can have a chat to them. But it's just wifey releasing the funds. I see you have some new cells to process. Yeah, they're just the ones I sorted out. There's another. But after that live feed I did the other day, I got another 100 or so. So I think I got about 350 packs, but I'm going to sell 100 of them also. Well, if I have 500 worth of so what BMX would be good for 3S packs? We'll just go on old school and balance manually. Any BMS, mate. You sounds like you got a low draw. Just find one and test it and trust it in yourself. Owner of this awesome pit bike lives a few kilometers away. Going to check it out hopefully soon. A lot more powerful than mine. Andy Lee Robinson, where do you live? I'll come for a walk. Single cell balancers. Yeah, maybe those 1S ones, just the balancers, not the active balancers, not the not a BMS, so to speak, maybe. Yeah, an e-bike is a mobile Powerwall. That's the way I want. That's the way I want to tie it in. Even if I did an electric car, I'd want to tie it in that way as well. So I'd have to do an electric car that was like 110 volts or something, nominal. I don't know how that works either, to be honest. Does a 110 volt car go up to like 140 volts, 150 volts? I don't know. Yeah, so if I ever did a car, I'd have 2 Anderson plugs coming out of the car that I could plug into my Powerwall, and they actually charge the car at the same time. And I put some thought into that. I really want to do it. And I have tried in the past. You'll need 3 of them. Actually going to work. Yeah, that's Chinese stuff. Station 240. G'day, mate. Thanks for the video. No worries. Which Opus model do you use? BT3100. BTC 3100. The Opus chargers, if you go to, and I've got a marker I'm up to. Did I have this open? No, I didn't. Whoa. No, we don't need me up there. Where's the forum? I try and list everything on the forum because it's a lot easier, but I didn't open it up this time. I didn't have it ready, so to speak. If you scroll down this page a little bit, if I can ever find where I'm supposed to be clicking, just scroll down that page. There's all the information on my Powerwall. Oh no, I lost where I was up to. As soon as, oh no. Hi HBPowerwall, I've sent you a couple of email replies charging Model S from you, but no response. How the hell did I have no response, man? I really want to do that. Wait a minute. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, copy that back into there. Sorry, man. It's I have the week off. Bugger. Sorry, man. It was in my spam folder, like about 3 other emails I've just seen. I've got your dog lap. I've got your phone number there. I will call you as soon as I'm off this live feed. I'd love to do something. Obviously, Monday's your last day, but I'd love to do something Monday. 9 o'clock. I can't get my Sparky here though, because I got shit. I can't get the Sparky here on Monday to meet all your needs for the charging it off my Powerwall. And I really want to actually charge that Model S here. Has it got the insane mode? I don't know. Tesla Model S. That just sounds so awesome. What's up, Dad? 500 watts to 12 watts. That's okay. I've read that. Single cell balances, yes. DIY Tech and Repairs did a video on some, I think. Yes, definitely. Squirrely thing, sweet. That is what women do. Your mum is hot. Thank you, Tony. Unfortunately, that wasn't my mum. That was my wife. Kind of weird, but anyway. You just need 3 of them. Actually got to go to work. That's Chinese. Why is this all jumping around on me? This is killing me. I'll find the video, thanks. I can't believe I've missed so many messages. Sorry, guys. On the cell storage over time, he did a video on his channel. Google Drive open. Have a look above. I think I've passed this disorder onto my brother-in-law. He's bought an iMax and has just tested his first 4 batteries. Do you remember your first 4 batteries? Yes, I do. They weren't even 18650s. They were the 17 somethings. Nice data sheet. Lots of time conditions. Oh, that's all right. I'll have to have a look. Do you get concerned that your good Sanyos may turn into heaters after a few months? I wonder if the heaters we get is a preview to the future of the good ones we use. I don't disagree with that line of thinking at all, Mike. I really do think we're going to have problems with those Sanyos eventually. But they tested good, and on my thing, they go in. And hopefully... The thing is, a heater won't pop a fuse, I don't think. I shouldn't imagine. Unless they only get hot in here because of the amps going in are nice and slow, so it doesn't do any damage. Maybe in the Powerwall, the amps go in can be huge and then does pop the fuse rather than getting hot. That's what I hope that happens. I'm not sure I know a way of actually testing that. I have to go. It's 2:22. Sorry. Okay, I'll catch you later. Finally, Keith's back. I found a BMS board on Amazon, 3S LiPo, 30 amp draw. So it's probably a 15 amp draw if you look at the specifications closer. Or halve it, because that's what I do for everything that I don't know the thing of, the actual specs of. If you're doing an electric car, any performance on type of car? Any preference? Yes. DIY. Even though I'd love a Nissan Leaf or something for my wife, DIY is something that I'd rather. I've got to have something that relates to use guys and 18650s and stuff like that. So I don't think I'd want an out of the box. I want to actually buy one already done and engineered, so I don't have to do that step, and then take it from there. 8 kilowatt PIP inverter is $1,500 on eBay now. Do you know someone who could install or easy figure it out? Yeah, a lot of people will install it, but it depends on how you want it installed. When I got my PIP done, I had to ring around probably 10 electricians before I had found one that would even touch it. And then he spent over a month, well over a month, I think, before he would actually even install it, because he had to do his due diligence and ring around and stuff like that. Where are you boys off to? Are you walking all the way to the shops?
I was going to wear them out.
Are you insane? That's like a 10-kilometer round trip.
I was thinking of, but I'm like, you know what? No, I don't want them complaining, saying, I'm tired, can you pick me up?
You're 5 years old. You can't walk that far.
So yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Quick, you might need a chocolate to hype up.
A yellow M&M. So yeah, and get your brother one too. A red one for your brother.
All right, help him down then.
Okay. See you, dude. Have fun.
Do you want anything?
No.
I was going up to get food, but Grandma's decided she's going to buy a chook that's already cooked.
Yep.
And she's going to do roast veggies. So I'm going to have to go and find something for myself. So.
Whatever. Just go across the road to OGA.
No, because their Ubi foods at the moment are all shitty.
Why?
They're not getting what I want in.
That is unacceptable.
It is. So
you should write a complaint.
I should.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up to the village and
or cook yourself.
Well, I could. I couldn't bother. So I'm going to go find something for myself to eat.
Okay.
Dad, can I have some of those?
You had one. Didn't Keane give you one? No, the little shit ate it.
There you go. You get double now. Sweet.
Did you want me to get you some more mothers to throw up in the cupboard?
Nah.
They'll be on special at Woolies. That's what they'd be.
No, you don't. You don't want to carry all that back. You're walking.
I'm driving. See, keys.
Okay, whatever. This is what I've got to deal with.
We'll advertise. I was advertising. Advertising. No more. All right, let's
no
go.
More. Go.
Oh, Mom.
No. See ya.
Let's go.
Have fun. Behave for Mum. What do you want?
Thirsty.
You can't drink my stuff. You can have some, there's not much
Can't
left of
drink
that.
Coke either. Ugh.
Okay.
Soda.
Oh, we got some more viewers now for you were on it.
Woohoo!
Your butt was on it. Apparently that's good. They said my mum looks good because I call you Mum.
Oh.
More M&M.
All right, let's go. No.
More M&M.
No, they're
Ah,
mine.
go.
I need the energy.
Let's go. Later.
There's some entertainment for you all. We now resume the normal program. How far behind am I? Build a couple portable 12-volt sending banks from recent batch, using them continually and charging almost daily to see what happens. Well, that's a good test. Anderson plugs are beefy. Yes, big Anderson plugs I think I'd need for the car. I mean, UK. The divs. Don't delete the div. There you go. I deleted the div tags. Hi from the. Did you get my email? I don't know. I haven't checked, and there's a whole bunch of emails in my spam folder. I haven't checked that. No problem. Email works for me, but if you wish to take fun. Okay, cool. Monday, if we can. That'd be awesome. Get a Leaf and replace with 18650s. No, I don't think that'd be worth the effort. The Leaf batteries are quite good when they're looked after. There was a channel called and built his own EV, had a full start to finish conversion. Yeah, I've watched a few of them. I don't want to do the start to finish. I want to buy one that's sort of halfway through or something, like an abandoned project. One with the motor and the controller and charger already there. I've just got to do the expensive part, which is the batteries. And I still don't think I put 18650s in it. Cell phone batteries, no. Flat tops, C keys. That wasn't a plat, that was a slap. Thumbnail. I promise I'll use her butt as a thumbnail. I'll do a Casey Neistat. It's way better than my butt anyway. Battery ones that don't have nice C ratios. Oh, there we go. I didn't know that. I went to get a drink. What did I just come back to? I don't know, but it was creepy. Battery just gives volts. It is now 18 plus now. Well said. 18 plus batteries. I can't believe I've caught up. I've caught up to all the comments. Woohoo! Get in. And I've now been live for an hour. Do I keep this going or do I sort of... Well, wifey's not here. What else do I do? Do I keep this going? Did the chat stop? Did everyone stop because my wife arrived? Was it better looking at her? Do you want her to come back? Currently have 13 amp hour batteries. Right, it takes forever to charge. It does output 2 amp charge, but it seems to charge at 1 amp. Oh hell! Someone leaked the entire source code for Windows 10. I saw that this morning. Keep it going. I don't get to watch many. 18 plus 650. I've built. What else do you want to see? Do you want to see anything else? Is there anything else important that I need to show you? I don't think with statistics it's worth showing you until the end now, unless somebody wants to see them. It's gone down again. It went up and then sort of back down again. So I think there's 2 more days. I'll see you at Monday, 9 o'clock. Sounds good. I'm just going to reply to this email now so I don't forget. Cancel. I don't want to save the email. My NDAY is GREAT at 9. You. I really shouldn't say my phone number aloud on camera. That would be bad. And my Sparky's messaging me now too. Okay. I see you Monday. Thanks for doing the stream a different time too. Normally I miss them because I'm getting up for work in 2 hours. See you live for once. That was the whole plan. 50, yeah, something like that. What do you think about liquid cooling? I would like to build a pack with liquid cooling, not for efficiency, just for testing. I think that would add a whole new level of engineering to the whole process. Definitely wouldn't be a waste of time in Australia doing liquid cooling. but it would certainly be a lot quicker just to build a little shed and then put one of those little 400-watt air conditioners on a thermostat, and away you go. Heat it in winter, cool it in summer. Wouldn't use very much power if it was well insulated. Try 10 days of mum and see if it's better than 10 days of live. Look, Danny, you are a great man, and I shall put that to her and see what she says. The IMAX holder you are using behind you, are they 4-cell ones glued together? No, yeah, I literally just got the where are they? Oh, there we go. Someone was selling these cheap on DIY Powerwalls or on the forum, so I just got a heap of these, and they've got 2 holes there. So all that I did was put 2 together, and then run a little zip tie through it, and then just run the bus bar along the bottom on each side. So it's not insulated or anything, but it's sitting on a bit of laminated wood, so it should be fine as long as it doesn't get soaked. What type of cooling did you put in your shed? Absolutely none. I still haven't done it yet. Mine was almost done, and it's midsummer here. Tips 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure how I'm going to cool it. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe if you've got, I think you've got rocks and stuff underneath. Maybe if you put some shade around the bottom of it with some vents, and actually had a small hole in the bottom of your shed, and there's a whole heap of white galahs or parrots outside. Small hole in the bottom and a breather hole at the top. It'd just thermocycle through the shed, and it'd draw cool air through the bottom. It'd have to keep it 10 degrees or something, 20 degrees cooler in there, I reckon. Hoverboard hub motors can be used for wind turbines as well. That's interesting. I never knew that. Who was the guy that was making the carousel for charging? He was planning on liquid cooling. That is Nerdville, Nerdville, or Vile. I don't know. Nerdville. And that was cool as all get out. Hey, I just realized Kevin never showed up. What? I never realized Kevin never showed up either. That's terrible. Kevin should come. He's good value. I think actually somebody actually banned him. I don't know. I don't know how to see if people were banned or not. I trust my moderators. If they ban somebody, obviously they shouldn't be here. I don't question that. It might have been Brad from Tasmania. In reference to liquid cooling, what about the little pressure blow-off valves normally under the positive terminals? I think those would throw a wrench in the gears. I've had a few of them go. I've had a few 0-volt ones. I've put a screwdriver in and reset it, and they work again. But I'd throw those in the bin anyway, because if they popped, there was a reason why they popped. Maybe just some fans in your shed that do. What fuses do you use between the bus bars and the cells? I use 0.4 millimeter. Again, it's on the forum. It's 0.4 millimeter wire, and if you go down the bottom of the page on this page, I have a link to the fuse wire, and it's this. We need a banana for scale. There's a Sharpie. That puts it in perspective how tiny that wire is. It's 0.4 millimeter, 0.4 millimeters or something like that. It's very small. I don't know how to measure something that small. Exhaust fans. I never had any cooling in my packs. There's more than a year now. Not warm at all. Perfect idea for cooling peak. Well, that's pretty much what I do now, is the holes in the bottom and holes in the top. But that was before I had the solar going into it. And the sun is cracking, so I might actually... yeah, I had the solar going through the PCM60X before in the other shed. So I'm definitely going to have to do something with cooling during summer. So I'm just going to make this full screen. I like watching the chat when I do this. So it's charging at 1500 watts. So I might actually turn off that and turn that back to utility and click apply. And because the house is not using very much power at the moment, we'll go solar and utility. We'll go apply. And we'll throw some amps at it, apply. So basically what I did there is I changed the charging source priority from solar only to solar and utility, and then change the output source to utility. So I'm not drawing from the batteries at all. And I changed the max AC charging current to 60 amps. So my big solar system is doing 3,200 watts at the moment. That's yesterday. How do I update that? Get the data. It's the 24th of the 6th. Yep. So we're doing 5.5 kilowatt hours through the big system today. So we're actually charging the batteries from the big system basically. And then we go back to here. So we're charging at 50 amps, and this will slowly go upwards, I guess. Should head north to about 500, to about 80 amps, I think. That's if I've got full sun on my shed roof above my head at the moment. 56 amps. Oh no, that doesn't break it down. We haven't got quite full power from the shed roof yet. Where am I going? There. There's 65 amps. 68. 70. It might get to 80 amps. It only ramps up slowly. It doesn't go up there instantly. I think it's about 5,300 watts is the most it ever charges at. That's with max solar and max grid charging. So there we go. She's coming on to 80 amps. So I don't think it'll get much higher than 80. It might do. 4,400 watts, 4,500 watts. She's still climbing. This is when it gets boring, when Pete watches the thing that he wants to watch rather than talk to you guys, because he can't see the chat at the moment. Oh, it's going to crack 5,000 watts. There we go, 5,000 watts. 90 amps. So that'll throw some energy back in those batteries pretty quick. It's leveled off there. It's not going much higher, I don't think. Might go a little bit higher when the tree clears those last 3 panels on the shed roof. So stop sharing. Back to me chat again. Sorry about that. I'm thinking more about building something like packs with little distance between the cells, sealing everything epoxy maybe, and just let the coolant run through it. Yeah, if you epoxy everything, how are you going to service it when it needs servicing? And I've proved it needs servicing. Good value. He's just for humour. He's definitely good for humour. But the joke's always on him. That's the thing. Yeah, I made it this time. Didn't sleep in. Good morning, mate. Solar power electricity and electronics. Hello, HB. Good morning, sir. Have you considered using glass fuses over using? No, I like my fuses a lot. I don't dislike his, but I like mine. I wouldn't use glass fuse. The high current can burst and explode them. Seen that once before. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Cause when the LED blows up, I think it could actually blow up and send glass everywhere, and it would be costly. But these projects are all about you doing something that you want to do and that you feel safe with. So if he feels safe with that, he should absolutely do it. Do you use solar PV with your hot water? I will next week on Monday when I get that box installed. Poof. Here are the plans for the new shed. Are you planning to put the battery on the wall on a shelf system? I'm putting it on the wall. The plan is to go a 3 by 3 meter shed. So 3 meter, 3 meter, 3 meter across, and have the door in the middle of the front, and then have 60 kilowatt hours of batteries down each wall, and then in front have all the power generation, so I can have all the cables the same length, and I might even be able to put another 20 kilowatt hours of panel of cells either side of the door. That's the plan. So I might have 60 or 80 kilowatt hours in there. So with all these cells here, I'll go to 60 kilowatt hours or easily. I'll have that done in a few weeks. I just won't have it in because I have nowhere to put it. So no, 90 amps is with about 30 from the solar, and the rest is from the grid. When I say grid, it's from my other solar system. It's not, instead of exporting it to the grid, it's just putting it into the batteries. And I'm only doing that now because nobody's home except my parents. So, well, I think it's also learning from others' mistakes or experiences. Absolutely, but you still got to do your own research. Nice reach around. You think so? That was good. Anyway, guys, my throat's getting sore from talking too much shit. I don't know when the next one will be. I hope you appreciate the notice on this one. I'll try and give you some notice on the next one. I predict the power shed will eventually be bigger than your house. That might be true. You missed my comment. I'm running 3 PC fans straight from 5 watt parallel. I use my PRIP to charge to 5 watt solar panel. Actually, that's not so much a bad idea. I think you said that before, and I think I have. Aren't you running 120 at Grid Connect? No, I took those out. I took the other charger out. I didn't like the layout of it in the shed, and I didn't really need it, so I took it out. I was running it. Yeah, I think you said that before, and the benefit to having a little 5 watt solar panel would be when the sun goes down, it stands to reason that's when you don't need any cooling, the fans stop. So I actually like that idea. Thank you for accommodating others. I try because I really want to get out there and get everywhere I can. Thumbs up before you go. That's always good. I appreciate the thumbs up. Or thumbs down if you think I'm boring. But if you think I'm boring and you're still here, that's, yeah. And I'm lazy. That's a fair call. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to go and work on another video. I'll see you on the next one. There's 3 more live feeds. I might do another one tonight, and then 2 more, and then we'll go from there. Monday, 9 o'clock, I'm going to have a Tesla Model S here, if all goes to plan, and I'm going to try and charge that Tesla Model S from my Powerwall. That's going to be cool. I don't know if we can actually test it from my Powerwall because we've got to make sure the power's safe, but I'm excited as all get out. So thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.